Hello everybody and welcome. So today I begin something I've wanted to do since I've started my channel. And the reason why it took me so long to get to here is because I wanted to make sure that I had experience under my belt playing this game. I want to show everything I can. Mind you, I've never 100% in this game. I probably will find new things every time I play this game as I do. But I want to make sure I show you guys everything in this game. Because this is one of my favorite games of all time. Earthbound is a game that gotten such a cult following. I feel like I needed to do my first part 0 to a Let's Play for this game because I really wanted to talk about what it makes this game so special to me, why I want to do this so much, and a little more insight on what the game's about. Because for here in the Western world, for the English speakers, Earthbound is known as, or the Mother series in Japan, has been very tough to get a hold of. Earthbound here is Mother 2. It's the only game to come to the United States, but it sold horribly, and since then made a great cult following. And if you want more information, I'll do a little shameless plug. I did do a video on this, a video game analysis board episode on this, the Western World and Mother, Earthbound. If you guys want to check that out. So if you want more information on more of the history behind that, it is there. So I'm going to just skip that. I want to talk more about the game itself, what it means to me, and I'll go more over it when during the game, of course, but I'm just gonna I just want to give this little overview. I wanted to get some points out before I started this project, this long-awaited project. I bought Earthbound for the Super Nintendo 2 years ago now. I spent, actually, believe it or not, this is a good price I managed to get. I spent about $210 on this cartridge. And it was the first thing I ever spent with my tax refund. I felt like such an adult. This was a dream come true to me, because something I always wondered is, am I an Earthbound fan, or am I just someone who got into the cult hype? Because I watched the Let's Plays. I watched a ton of Let's Plays on the whole series. I still haven't played Mother 1 or 3 to this day. I'll probably never play Mother 3. But I decided in the summer I'm going to buy a cartridge of the Japanese Mother 1 cartridge, because I have an upright NES. I got it from Comic-Con last year. I got it from a really good vendor. And for those who don't know, an upright NES isn't region locked. So that is what I plan on doing. And on top of that, I have been very excited to do that. I know it's challenging because it's going to be very challenging because it's in Japanese, and that's a very difficult game, Mother 1. So I figured I'm going to have to do that as a guide the whole time. I mean, I'm not going to record this, unfortunately, maybe one day, but my upright NES only has a coax. It only runs on coax. There's no other option. I can't play RF, I can't play S-Video, there's no option. And of course I can't play HDMI or anything like that. It's only coax, and I cannot record coax in any way. In fact, a lot of people can't record coax. But I just wanted to get that out of the way. Back to sorry for that tangent. Back to the point. So when I bought the game, it was one of the biggest accomplishments. This is one of my most prized possessions. And when I played it, I felt I really do feel that I was right to be a fan of this game. Now, something I want to say is, since this was during a time where RPGs weren't that popular in the West, it didn't do well. And I want to say that this game isn't really the most unique of all RPGs. It uses unique ideas, unique characters, a storyboard. The gameplay is exciting. It is very thrilling. When you know how to play a little more competitively, but not that you face anybody. But Earthbound here has a way of just it's hard to explain, and it's something I'm going to delve more into when I start the Let's Play, but Earthbound has a way of really capturing the player. This game, I will go as saying, as this game touches your heart. And I know that sounds corny and all, but I find this to be very, very true as time goes on, as the more I play this game. I also have the Wii U version. I spent the $10. I was really mad because as soon as I got that cartridge, it was a month or oh no, it couldn't have been 2 years. Yeah, about a month. Oh no, it was 1 year. I'm sorry, it wasn't 2 years. What am I thinking? That would have been 2015. Yeah, because I remember I just got my Wii U then, and I was so mad because it was like 1 month later after I bought that thing, the Nintendo announced the Wii. It's going to be on the Wii U Virtual Console. I was so mad because I could have spent $10 on it, but I own both versions and I'm very proud of that. Before I move on, I want to keep talking about this. Earthbound is just such a fantastic game. It is very fun gameplay. It's not the most unique gameplay in the world, but it's just a fantastic journey. It's one of the biggest things that make me fall in love with the game. It's actually me feeling like I'm going through this journey with this character, and this game does it better than any game I've ever experienced ever. And I think that's where its cult following comes from. The journey you go through with Nintendo from Mother 1, or Ness from Earthbound, or Lucas from Mother 3, the way they were written is so real, and with every adventure, even though the art style is very simplistic, you still feel like you're a part of something. You didn't need the HD, you didn't need the realistic graphics, that didn't matter. It was, you really felt like you were going on an adventure. The game focuses on a boy becoming a man, meeting his friends that also learn something along the way and become adults themselves. It's just a fantastic game, and it always upsets me when Ness is known as the kid from Super Smash Brothers, because I think Ness can be so much more if more people knew about the game. I'm very excited to start this project. If you guys didn't watch, for those who are wondering, I'm going to explain this in the next Wii Music video. I decided that Let's Play is going to get very repetitive, and I feel like it will get very boring to do that Let's Play consecutively. So I figured I'll just go back to it once in a while to get the idea, you know. I figured I'd just go back to it once in a while to get a new style, you know, if I'm feeling getting a new style in, you know, I want to talk about it. It won't be like very large frequent. I'm gonna try not to be very large spans of time apart, the Wii music videos, but I feel like if I keep doing that as a consecutive Let's Play, it's gonna get repetitive and it's gonna get boring. I think that's something that would be nice if I can make another upload at the time, like if I'm not feeling Xenoblade or I'm not feeling the Earthbound at the moment. I think that'll be very nice. And I just want to get to this game. I am finally ready. I promised myself I will not beat this game. I will not Let's Play this game until I beat it once on the Super Nintendo and once on the Wii U. And at this time, I have finally done that. So it will begin soon. I was debating on whether or not to play the Super Nintendo version or the Wii U version, but I've decided to play the Super Nintendo version because those restore points really spoil you. Part of the game is losing. Part of the game is starting from your save point, trying to get some money going to re-heal yourself, and it's a pain. It is, but it's part of the game, and I want to show this game raw as it is. I want to show this game as I would play it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna edit out unnecessary battles. I'm thinking about doing the speed up sections when I'm in like in Pokemon if I need to. I mean, there's only like 3 sections of the game I always consecutively have problems with. and I'll point those out when that happens. And not problems that I don't like them. I like every part of this game. I'm going to tell you that right now. But I'm talking about three parts of the game that I find very difficult. Maybe 4 parts of the game, actually, come to think of it. Yeah, 4 or 5. Okay, let's say 5. I'm going to say 5. I'm going to go at the top. I'm not going to be indecisive. There are 5 points of the game that get, and there's a lot of points of this game, just so you know, so it's not a big number 5, that get very challenging. There's one where I just start running away after a while because I just can't do it anymore. And it's like a gasp of breath when I get to the end because there's the guy you meet recharges you. I hope you guys, even if you don't know what this is, even if you're not a big fan, I hope you guys enjoy this series. That's what that's of course I hope you enjoy everything every bit of content I give out. And I really appreciate the views and everything. Of course, I can never not do that. Only jerks do that stuff, not appreciate that kind of stuff. But yeah, Earthbound I wanted to talk about because it followed. I wanted to do this introduction, and I will keep repeating that, but it is pretty bizarre to have this to be a beginning of a Let's Play, at least for me. I just wanted to say that we're about to enter a journey of Ness, a little boy who was chosen to be the savior of the world, and this little boy has to run away, has to go away from his home, experience the whole world, and end up having the whole fate of that world in his hands. And when you look at the game, a lot of people have this criticism. You're going to see that simplistic art style, but you learn to really quickly get through that with the amazing soundtrack, the amazing characters, the great writing. The game was created by Shigesato Itoi. I actually learned a lot more about him recently. He's an author. He did a voice acting thing for this like really famous anime dad or something. I don't remember. But he was also a guy who made advertisements for Nintendo. And he was very nervous when he presented his script for the game, a script for a game, actually that was pretty mind-blowing back in the day, to give to Miyamoto. And Miyamoto was nervous about it, and he wasn't really sure, but once the game was released, Mother 1 for the NES, he said, the Famicom, he said, this is fantastic. Yeah, it ended up being a great project, and it became a great trilogy. Everyone always says they want a new one, but Itoi said, that is a trilogy. So I'm going to explain the first game right now. It was in the 40s. It was based in the 1940s in Eagle Land. I think it was Eagle Land. It's based on America. Let's just know that. Following a boy named Nten, who has psychic powers and was chosen to save the world from the evil Gygus, and he defeated him. Long story short, with his friends. Mother 2 is a continuation of this, but you don't have to play Mother 1 to understand what happens in Mother 2. It's based in the 90s, 1990X to be precise, and it follows a boy named Ness, similarly. This time Gygus won, but 10 years in the future from Ness. That is where he meets somebody who will tell him his destiny, and he goes out, meets his friends. I'm not going to give too much of the plot, obviously, for obvious reasons, and he defeats Gygus. And this is once and for all. In the credits, I'll explain the credits of this game. The very end, I will explain Mother 3. I gotta remember to do that because it's probably gonna be a long time from then when this is done. I'm very excited to do this. I want to do this for a long time, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. I'm trying to think of other things to say before I go. I don't want this being too super long. It'll get boring. I guess I should say, during this Let's Play, what I plan on doing is, I'm going to take the game for face value, but there's a lot of stuff underneath the game that makes it very deep. This is a very deep game. The writing really tugs the heartstrings, and the music just goes so well with the situations, and the environment is just so vast despite having that simplistic art style. It's going to be great. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in part 1. Hey guys, before we go, there is one thing I want to do, just a little thing, give you a little taste of the kind of richness that's in this game that I really enjoy. I have now the game involves a song played in the credits that actually is a big part of the plot. I will not say anything for now, but you'll see as we go on. But I wanted to just take the time to read the translation of the text. There is lyrics to the song that's playing right now. Uh, now, I want you to keep in mind that the reason why I'm not singing this is because these are literal translations from the Japanese text. So, with obviously with some grammar corrections for English. So I just thought I'd share this, and it's really nice. It makes a very nice poem about a 10-year-old boy becoming a man. So, I haven't lived even half as long as adults have, but I do have plenty of memories in my backpack. My favorite baseball cap, my sneakers with worn out heels. Deep in my pocket is my worn down guitar pick. There were some things sad enough to make tears come out, but you were always by my side. I thought of the two of us as just friends the whole time. I probably loved you without ever realizing it. We walked, we laughed, played, and got hurt. I realized it as we took shortcuts and went in circles. That even if you can't believe in everyone, you can cast aside a heart you do believe in. You made me stronger just being who you are, like a gentle wind blowing and swaying the grass. You always walked with a smile. Yes, the two shared smiles and tears one after the other. I miss you. Are now far apart. That is I think that's such a great summarization of how Ness must feel after his journey's over and he separates from these great friends he met, and we're gonna meet along the journey. I just wanted to add that to the tail bit of this video. I'm sorry if it's gone a little longer than it should, but this is a big deal to me, and I just wanted to show how much that is to you guys. And don't get me wrong, with all this speech about how deep and great it is. I mean, it is, but it's also very fun. It's very witty. The dialogue's hilarious. There's so many funny and witty and just thrilling moments in this game too. I don't want to make this sound like a drama because it's not, and it does a great job with its drama. But on the way, it's just so fun and vibrant, and it's just an all-around great game. So once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in part 1. Sorry for taking a couple extra minutes.